Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a haul of all the books I bought in June. So first I'm just going to be doing the YA because I know a lot of the YA crowd watches my videos. So the first is Girls of Storm and Shadow, and this is the second book in the Girls of Paper and Fire. I think it's going to be a trilogy, and I loved that book so much. I give it 5 stars. I'll probably talk about it more in my wrap-up, but yeah, I loved it, and I had to get the sequel because I'm obsessed with the world and the characters, and like the sapphic romance is the cutest. So yeah. Next is The Midnight Lie, and I bought this solely because of Sapphic Stan Twitter. Like, they love it so much, so I had to pick it up. And I really don't know much about this, but I know there's like some oppressive king, and there's like a lower class which the main character is in, so I'm excited for the romance. I heard the romance is like the best part about it. And I believe the last YA book I bought is The Rise of Kyoshi. Don't know what this is about. All I know is that it's about Avatar Kyoshi. It's set in the like Avatar The Last Airbender world, and then the Kyoshi warriors. So I bought a bunch of new adult contemporary, no idea why. I guess I was in that mood, even though I read fantasy for most of the month. But yeah, I'll go through that, and then I'll go through all of my new adult fantasy that I bought. So I bought 40 Love, which is about I believe she's a 40-year-old like plus-sized woman, and she goes to like the Y, I guess, and she wants to get like tennis lessons, and then he's 28, I believe, so it's a little age gap in it. And he's like this very like, he's like a Swedish tennis coach kind of thing, so that might be really fun to read about. Also, I just want to buy like all the books with plus size main characters falling in love. So the next one I bought is Love Unsolicited, and I'll just read the back. Joella Mason knows the difference between what she needs and what she wants, but when the line between the two becomes especially thin, she finds herself on a quest for something missing, not expecting that to come in the package of a sexy stranger with an even sexier proposition. They share a night, desires are fulfilled, but at what price? Find out in Love Unsolicited. So I saw this on Menace channel, and it sounded really good, so yeah, I had to pick it up. So I bought 2 of the books in the Wicked Villains series, Learn My Lesson and A Worthy Opponent. I read the first one on my phone, but I'm horrible at e-reading, so I just decided to buy these. So the first one is about Jafar and like a prince and Jasmine the princess, so that one was so steamy and so good. I rated it 4 stars, so I wanted to pick the next 2 up. Learn My Lesson is about Megara and Hades, and I don't know who the main character is, but it sounds really good, and I'm hoping for some like poly realness from this one. And then A Worthy Opponent is about Captain Hook, so love that. I'm really excited to read that one. So the next one is Menace, and I bought this because of Jocelyn. She really loved it. So this is about, I think this is like mafia, and he's like a psychopath, like a sociopath, and no one really piques his interest. He's always bored, but one day when a young woman like bumps into him and finally piques his interest. So I love these kinds of books, and I'm really excited. I'm not in the mood for new adult right now, but I guarantee you like by next month I will be. And next I bought Zenny by Rebecca Witherspoon. So I believe this is about a young black woman, and then it's like a romance between her and like a plus-size Scotsman, and everyone's saying pegging rights, so I had to pick it up. Next is Ice Planet Barbarians, and I know nothing about this book except it's basically alien porn. So next I bought Leather and Lace. Honestly, look at that cover, like it looks so gay, so I had to pick it up. And this is about Mary Sophia James, and she goes to like Gold Sky, Montana, and her mother is like pressuring her into finding a husband. And then she finds this girl, Alex, I believe. Yeah, she finds this girl, and she's like really taken with her. And Gold Sky is supposed to be like accepting of all types of love, but she's dealing with like things inside of her. So yeah, I'm super excited for that one. Next is Collision Course by Christina C. Jones, and listen, my friends clown me for like I just won't e-read. I can't do it. So even with novellas, I buy these like short ass books. So on the back, it says Samantha Holloway is back in Blackwood after years away chasing showgirl dreams in Vegas. She's on a new path now, different city, different career, but there's nothing different about Addison Clark, or so she'd love to think. Enough time has passed that Addison is certain he's ready to be exactly the man Samara needs, if only she shared his certainty. So this gives me a second chance romance, which I've never read, but I'm really excited to get into. Next is Being Hospitable by Mika James, and I've already read this. Actually, I read it for a 24-hour readathon I did with my friends. This is only 68 pages, I believe, and it is sapphic. So there is this woman, I believe she's 28, and her best friend's sister needs to stay with her because of an internship she's doing, and her best friend's sister is 22 years old. And basically it's just them like really desiring each other and living in the same household. So if y'all like the roommates trope, you'll love this one. It was so good. I loved it so much. And last up for the new adult contemporaries I also bought Credence by Penelope Douglas. Don't really know much, but Jocelyn said it was amazing. And also I read Birthday Girl and I absolutely loved it. So I definitely wanted to read this one. A lot of people on my timeline have been rating it 5 stars. And I don't know, I would like classify this as adult, but it's also a classic. So I bought The Color Purple, and I have read The Color Purple before. I absolutely love this book. It's one of my favorites. The only classic I've ever read, I think. And I've also seen the movie, but it's so good, and I had to buy this cover because I don't know if it's like being reprinted or what, but I had like a very old cover I got from a thrift store. It was like falling apart. It was at mass market paperback, so I love that this can be like proudly displayed on my shelf. The next book I bought is The Poppy War, and I've heard so many good things from this book. I heard the sequel's even better, so I don't really know much about this. All I know is that there is a drug war going on, and I believe it also tackles things such as colorism, so I'm very excited. I believe the main character is like 19 years old. This is definitely not YA. I just read a tweet by the author saying that like don't classify this as YA. So yeah, she's 19. So I bought 2 books from N.K. Jemisin, The 100,000 Kingdoms, rated this 5 stars. I already read it. And then this is the sequel, The Broken Kingdom. So the first book is basically about a girl named Yene Dar, and she's like a lower noble, but she gets called to the palace where her grandfather rules. Basically he rules like the entire world, and when she gets called to the palace, she realizes she's going to be an heir alongside with her cousins, and it's basically her just like vying for the throne before her grandfather dies. So I saved the best for last, and that is Empire of Gold. And this is the 3rd and final book in the David Bad trilogy. And I'm so excited to read this. This is my favorite series right now. The fantasy element is just so good. I love the world. I love the characters. Like, even characters I didn't like in the first book, now I love. So I just love the thickness of it. It's over 750 pages, I believe. And I'm really excited to get to this. So yeah, that is it for the books that I bought in the month of June, and I'm so excited to read these. I know for sure I'm reading The Poppy War and Empire of Gold this month. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.